everybody, and welcome back to 1986, the limited series from A Film by Podcast. I am Jeff Johnson, back with another bonus episode, and I've brought along David Burns and Scott Hoffman. Good evening, guys.
Rat burgers.
Yes, we have. We've just finished our rat burgers, and
oh my god, yeah.
now that our stomachs are full, we're gonna feast on the spectacular special effects film starring none other than a character named Harry Potter. Of course, I'm talking about Troll.
Everyone expects to go through some changes when they move, but the Potters were entirely transformed.
Everybody in the entire building is just disappearing.
Who the hell are you?
Empire Pictures presents Troll, rated PG-13.
Starts Friday at a theater near you. Check newspaper for listings.
David, first thoughts when the title Troll appears.
Well, I didn't see this until later in life, but I really don't know where to go with this, because this movie really caught me by surprise on just how bad it was. So if I think of Troll, I think of a movie that I don't want to see very often.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, like most of the 86 flicks that we've talked about, I always think about the box art, right? Where there's the troll, the main character, holding that ball in front of it. And the first time that I saw it was for this, and wow, it's I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. I guess I expected something like Leprechaun, maybe, but I couldn't figure out if this was trying to be like a horror movie or a comedy movie, and it was just. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah, it never really makes a decision on what it wants to be. But I'm with you, Scott. I kind of passed over this one all those years ago, just because I don't know. I felt like it wasn't appealing to me. I didn't know if it was more. It had more of like a labyrinth look to it, because the troll does kind of have a Hogarth look to him. But and I was kind of too old at that point, I think. When I took notice of Troll, but I appreciate that Dave says it's a movie he doesn't want to watch often, because I don't want to ever watch it again. sounds like Dave's gonna head back into that laundry room and meet the troll one more time here.
Only if I had to do an MS-3000 with it. That's the only way I'd go with this movie again. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we get into Troll, and we'll try and be kind, how about a PSA, Scott?
Yeah, so obviously we're talking about a fantasy horror movie, kind of. So I was kind of surprised to learn that the 80s had kind of literary roots that get into it. So obviously there have been plenty of fantasy classics that we've talked about. Labyrinth, Highlander, Legend, you talked about with Brad. Dragon Slayer, we've heard about on Docking Bay 77. And I'm sure there's a lot more to talk about. And obviously a lot of these classics owe their debt to stories that started in literature, like Lord of the Rings. So I checked into how many literary milestones began in 86, and I was surprised by just how many I found. So when I say literature, I'm including quite a range to consider. So starting off with The Magic School Bus, which first came out in 1986, for all you Miss Frizzle fans out there. A book called Deadwood came out in 86 that I thought was going to be the basis for the HBO series. It wasn't, but it did influence Jeff Bridges' Wild Bill. It's also the year that Prince of Tides and Forrest Gump debuted on the shelves of Walden Books, which I had no idea they went back that far, but apparently so. Moving down a different aisle, this is the first year that horror fans would have seen Stephen King's It on the shelf, and Clive Barker's The Hellbound Heart. That gave us our first taste of the Hellraiser world. But in fantasy realms, two interesting debuts. One was Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones, which became the inspiration for the 2004 Miyazaki classic, and the start of a series called The Witcher by, and I'm going to mispronounce this, Andrzej Andrzej Sapkowski.
Good.
Apparently, it
search.
came out as a short story in '86, and obviously went on to become video games and hit Netflix series and all this other kind of stuff. So we have all these amazing things that came out in '86, and a couple of fantasy milestones and literary gems from '86, and then today's venture into weirdness, which is Troll.
Well, I like that. I like that Scott is tying literature and fantasy together here.
Mhm.
Dave, for those that have not seen this film, how about taking the VHS copy we got, flip it over and give us a little reading on what Troll's all about.
I would be more than happy to do that. So brace yourself, everybody. This is going to be a fun one. Harry Potter, no, not that one, moves his family into a new apartment where immediately things began to go wrong. Their daughter, Wendy Ann, no relation to Carol Ann, runs into a troll who quickly captures the girl. He becomes her using his magical ring and begins running amok throughout the apartment building, turning its inhabitants into creatures of another world, its goal to bring the fantasy world it is from into our own. It is up to Harry Potter Jr., again, no, not that one, this time Wendy's older brother with the assistance of Eunice, a witch who also lives in the building, to bring a stop to all of this madness. Can Harry Potter stop this magical creature from destroying their apartment building and possibly the world? You too will want to wave your wand and shout, "Obliviate," in hopes to forget what your eyes have seen and what your ears have heard. Oh, sorry, wrong Harry Potter. Find out all of this in Troll.
Oh man, very creative there, Dave, and very informative. Yeah, so not the Harry Potter we've been accustomed to all these years. Moves his family into a. Okay, let's just talk about the apartment complex real quick. It looks like the Potters have like the slum edition of the rest of the, everyone else in this building has a really far out apartment, very, very roomy, multiple bedrooms, except for the Potters. They have like a 2-bedroom. It looks like they're living at that terrible place that the LaRussos moved into,
Well, their apartment has a little door under the stairs, and that's where they all kind of huddle together.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, isn't Harry a little old to be sharing a bedroom with Wendy?
I was gonna say Noah Hathaway, Harry Potter Jr. We know and love him from the Neverending Story.
Absolutely true.
But he's a couple years older here. He looks 14 maybe.
Yeah, 14, 15, somewhere in the neighborhood, I would think.
Yeah, so for him to be sharing a bedroom with his like 9-10-year-old little sister, little strange. I don't know, because the dad, played by Michael Moriarty, we understand he's a what was it that he does? He reviews books.
He reviews books, I believe is what he said. Yeah.
I don't know how much that's paying in 1986, and
collects records. Apparently, maybe that's what they're doing with the spare bedroom. He just has all his record albums in there.
Yeah, he's got a record. He's got a room for his records. So what's the wife? She, Anne. She's like, there's like 3,000 of them or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. How she's able to listen to him sing to any of them, I have no idea.
Well, we're gonna get to that.
2 kids. That's a miracle.
We're gonna get to that. Yeah, I just don't know. So we aside from Noah Hathaway and Michael Moriarty, Shelley Hack plays Ann Potter.
Mm-hmm.
She's got one of those faces, like I know I've seen her in something, but I just don't know what. You guys don't have any.
She's done. She's done like a lot of stuff. I mean, she's been in the business for. I know she did The Love Boat some episodes. I don't remember what her character was.
So she's like a TV actress.
Yeah. She's done. Like I said, she's done a bunch of things. The Stepfather. Do you remember that was? The horror movie Stepfather. I think she was in that too. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right. That's where I know her from then. Is Stepfather. All right. And then Jenny Beck, the knockoff Carol Ann character.
Discount Carol Ann. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even be nice. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know what else Jenny Beck was in, but I was so annoyed by her the entire film.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get
if the goal was to be a really annoying character, she did great. She knocked it out of the park.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, she is, I guess you'd say she's captured by the troll right at the beginning of the movie on moving day.
Mm-hmm.
She chases her bouncing ball down into the laundry room. Troll gets her, and then the troll like uses her guise, I guess, with his little magic ring to look like her. Man, annoying as hell though. Like,
yeah.
And I'm sorry, these are some shitty parents, because if your daughter is foaming at the mouth and growling at you, she's not just stressed about moving day. She's clearly something's wrong, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
and the fact that they're just letting her roam around the apartment building, just going into people's apartments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What kind of parents are these?
Yeah, this is a much different time. Like,
this little
Good
brat is running wild, unchecked through this apartment building, running into people's apartments, and just causing havoc, which I know the troll is supposed to cause havoc, but man, the little girl, just not a fan.
No,
Well,
Sorry,
it
sorry,
seemed
Miss
like-
Beck, I'm just not a fan.
it seemed like it was, if it's trying to decide what kind of a movie it's trying to be, and it felt like it was more like John Ritter's Problem Child from
Yeah.
1990 than it
Yeah.
did like Child's Play or something like that, where it's supposed to be like something's not quite right with Wendy Ann.
right.
She just acts obnoxious.
And what really hurts it is that there's no character development at all for any of these people.
No,
I mean,
Nobody.
and the parents take a backseat. I mean, I know we're talking about how bad the parents are, but I mean, why are they even there? They don't do anything in this movie at all.
You got me, man. I couldn't tell you. Aside from comic relief, I don't know what the father provides, because he's
He's
a lost cause, man.
wackadoo, man. I mean, come
Oh.
on.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Just an example of how not to wear a hat.
Right.
The hat is so
I-
obnoxious.
Okay, first off, the stupid bucket hat he wears just makes you want to punch him in the face.
I mean, it
But-
looks like he kind of chopped up an IKEA bag and then put a hat strap around it.
The hat bugged me so much. I went deep diving for information,
Mhm.
specifically about why he has to look so dumb.
Please tell
And
us.
you wouldn't believe it, but I found something. So
Oh God.
check this out. So our director, John Carl Buechler, who Dave, you and I loved him. You and I love him for his direction. You know, he did Friday 13th Part 7, The New Blood.
Yep.
One of these guys, we lost him actually a couple years ago in 2019. He passed away. But he was very, very well regarded for his work in special effects. Even this year he's busy. Aside from directing Troll, he's doing effects on a film called From Beyond, which
Mhm.
we'll be talking about later this month. But it's Buechler who gave us the hat, because Michael Moriarty is on the first day of shooting is questioning him under, just under, him all the time. Like, what's my character's motivation? And I don't understand what the dad is supposed to be like. What's his attitude? Allegedly, Buechler snatches that stupid bucket hat off of someone working on the film, one of the grips or something, and then slams it down on Michael Moriarty's head. And Michael Moriarty looks at it and says, "I don't look good in this. I look stupid." He goes, "Well, there you go. That's
Character
that's who you-
development.
that's who you
Okay.
are." So, and apparently Moriarty just was all right. This dad's kind of a doofus, so I'll play him that way. So if you're wondering why the dad is just a big geek the rest of the movie, there you go. It's because of that stupid hat,
Okay.
which he proudly wears at the end of the movie also.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of these. Let's talk about some of the residents of Mockingbird Lane Apartments. That's kind of a.
Mhm.
I mean, come on, guys. We
I
we
know.
know what you're doing there.
Yeah.
You got maybe the creepiest and most disgusting of them. Let's talk about Tenant Peter Dickinson,
Sonny
played by Sonny
Bono.
Bono. What the hell,
Really,
man?
of all people, how did Sonny Bono even get involved in this kind of movie is what I want to know.
I don't know, but the fact that he's upset that children are in the building
When he's trying to get
and
laid.
yeah, he announces who he is. It's basically, hey man, I'm a swinger, and these kids running around ain't doing it for my single life. Okay, creep, at his apartment. Oh my
Right?
God. I felt so just, I don't know what the word is. Ick is the word I would use to describe his place.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
nasty.
it's a fantasy movie, so you're supposed to, believe that Sonny Bono can be the man about town. I mean, like, that's one of those places where it was like, why is she going into this guy's apartment? They should be
Yeah.
like, it's going to Quagmire's, like.
Yo, it was exactly. Yes.
Yeah, this is
And-
Quagmire's place from Family Guy before there's Quagmire. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where it was kind of like, oh, it's Sonny Bono. Look, everybody, Sonny Bono. And they even have it on the back of the box. And it's just kind of like, but is that a draw?
It is.
Like even in 86, is that kind of like, whoa, wait,
That's
What's
a
Sonny
tough
doing?
sell. Yeah, they're like, we need some star power here. Is Sonny Bono still around? Like, is he relevant? Let's get him. How about WKRP in Cincinnati's Barry Tabor?
Gary
he plays-
Sandy.
He plays Gary
Yeah.
Sandy. Or I'm sorry, yeah, I had that
Gary Sandy
backwards.
plays Barry. Yeah, you
yeah. Look, you got Gary, you got Barry.
right. This movie throws you all off. I get it, Jeff.
It's all
I do.
yeah.
We're gonna keep it simple for you, everybody. We're just gonna give
Yeah.
you the same name or something similar.
Right.
Okay, so I recognized him quickly, but again, if you thought Sonny Bono's apartment was weird, yeah, this guy's place. Let's talk about the snakeskin wallpaper. Where can I get it, and how much is it by the yard? Because that was weird.
And was his apartment like one room? 'Cause I really,
Yeah.
I didn't see
he gets a
anything.
studio, and basically there's a pool table
Yeah.
covered in crap. I don't know if that's his desk. It's sure not a pool table because there's
No.
Yeah, it's covered in stuff.
And I don't know about you guys. I've lived in an apartment before, but if somebody fires a gun, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah,
Nobody comes running when a gun goes off in that apartment. No one. I mean, I know Mr. Harry Potter Sr. was playing his records, but come on, even playing your records, you're going to hear a gun that
Yeah.
close going off.
I guess.
They just dismiss it because they hear it so much from Barry.
Yeah,
It's
Gary-
like hearing Sonny Bono say giggity.
yeah. Gary or Barry or whatever the hell we want to call him. He more likable than Sonny Bono's character, but not much.
No.
I wouldn't think. Let's talk about a likable character though. Let's get to Jeanette's place. The feature film debut
Yeah.
of who, Dave?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yes. A very young Elaine Bennis.
Yep. Who was very embarrassed by this movie. I believe
Mhm.
Jay Leno had brought that up when she was being interviewed one year, and she wasn't having it.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I did not see that. I actually saw something else about her. What was the magazine? You remember back then in the 80s, you had Fangoria and you had,
Yep.
but you also had some other publications that weren't as popular,
Mhm.
but like Starlog and apparently I think it's Cinefantastique.
I remember that one.
You guys remember that one?
Yep.
Apparently they published photos when they covered Troll.
Mhm.
That definitely upset her because in the movie, her apartment, the troll. Okay, so just to set this up, the troll, the little girl is running into everyone's apartments to meet them / annoy them, and then she reveals herself as a troll, and then turns them into some kind of magical creature because she's turning everyone into trolls or elves or
Mhm.
fairies. When she gets to Julia Louis-Dreyfus's place, she kind of says, hey, you're pretty and this and that, and we like Jeanette, the character she's playing. She's friendly. She was the one character that didn't wasn't annoyed by the little girl. She was like, "Hey, I'm going to get ready for, you can hang out if you want." She was
Yep.
nice to her. Well, apparently, and you guys understand, you guys know where I'm going with this. She kind of hatches into like a fairy character.
Mm-hmm.
And in the movie, she's kind of like, it's kind of like she's being born as this magical creature. So she's not wearing anything, and she's cleverly covered with a little bit of greenery, kind of like a poison ivy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't see anything in the movie, but apparently on set you saw some stuff.
Wow.
And I guess this magazine I don't know why they do that or how they could get away with it, but they published some photos from a different angle that revealed a little bit more of Julia Louis-Dreyfus. So yeah, so I can understand her getting a little pissed off at Jay Leno for bringing this up if she has a bad taste in her mouth for the movie. But but I did like her. I did like her character. Last tenant I want to talk about real quick. Let's talk about Eunice St. Clair, the super rude old woman who then we kind of get into, we kind of dig, because like then we find out her backstory. What do you guys think of Eunice?
Well, I mean, it's June Lockhart. June Lockhart has been in Hollywood for a very, very long time. I always remember her as in Lost in Space, the original Lost in Space. Yeah, that's where I remember her from. But her character first, when she came down the steps, you really didn't like her character at all. But when you find out when Harry Potter Jr. goes to her apartment, and then you realize actually who she is, that she's like a witch and she's kind of there to like protect and fight this troll. I liked her character at that point as much I can like any characters in this film.
How about you, Scott?
Well, yeah, I guess I like her more than I like her apartment. So, all the antiquities and all that kind of stuff make it seem cool and, kind of an interesting place to visit. But the mushroom thing, I forget, was that like her ex-husband turned into a mushroom kind of thing, or like a friend of hers or something like that? I don't remember, but
I don't know.
God.
I blocked this.
It must have been a friend because the whole thing, the troll is Turok.
Is her ex-husband.
Turok,
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, her ex, whatever, the prince or whatever. Because through the little exposition, we find out that thousands of years ago, the trolls and the dwarfs and they all like there was like a balance,
Right.
And then Turok wanted more, and then mankind was like nope, and then we had like a Lord of the Rings style throwdown, and mankind wins, and then all these magical creatures, they kind of get relegated to like hiding in the darkness, and he got turned into a troll. So yeah,
I
don't know, but the mushroom's like her pet, maybe.
I guess, but when it talks, oh boy, it's so cringy when that thing talks. Like, why did they give it dialogue? But so she's got this little mini sanctum sanctorium set up in her place, and she doesn't get any kind of inkling that this is going on. She doesn't get any kind of like, I don't know, like vibes that this is happening. She has to have this kid kind of report it to her, and she seems to be kind of like slow on the uptake to kind of get this thing going. And I know that it's supposed to like drive the movie along, but it kind of seems like you have all this stuff, you just sit in this apartment alone with all these relics, and she couldn't kind of detect that this was happening.
How many loads of laundry has she done over the years
Yeah.
and not noticed that the troll is hanging out down there hiding?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. You mentioned cringy. I gotta say, Harry Potter Jr.'s a way of getting in her place. I don't who's teaching this kid manners. He knocks on the door.
Yeah.
She's like, "What do you want?" He's like, "I'm gonna throw up. Can I come in?" What is that
You
about?
open with that? Yeah.
That's your opening line? Like, I don't. And she lets him in. That's the other thing. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And I thought it was weird. Like she is. She was a princess that becomes a witch, but I mean, she was a witch right from the get-go, complaining about noise and kids and everything else. And I don't understand why the second Harry Potter Jr., the second he dumps all his problems on her, after he goes into her bathroom and throws up. And then she's like, "Hey, I'm Eunice. Door's always open. Come on in."
Yeah.
This.
You ever
Then
want a
she
place
is-
to throw up? This is your place.
Yeah. Then it is Jack Tripper. He come and knock on my door. It's like-
Go ahead and throw up on my floor.
Yeah, I don't understand the motivation for a lot of these characters, and I definitely don't understand the motivation behind Michael Moriarty's dance.
No.
That
Yeah.
directly followed that scene. Can we talk
Again.
about this dance?
Do we have
He
to?
puts on his. He puts on his.
Didn't he say he was exercising? Isn't that what he said?
He said he tells his troll daughter that he was doing his calisthenics in his his khakis and his sweater vest. Okay. Is Summertime Blues, is it that good of a song
No,
to get that crazy and worked up about? Because
it's not.
he goes
I mean,
all
not
in,
this
man.
version.
Yeah, he does.
Good God.
Yeah,
This
this isn't
version
even
was
like the original
bad.
version. This is some crummy remake, heavy metal version.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. Let's talk about some stuff. I'm gonna try this. Let's talk about some stuff you like. Scott, give me
Ugh.
what did you enjoy about Troll?
The end. No, I'm kidding, Scott.
Yeah, those credits, man. Dave, what do you think? There really is not a lot that I like about this movie.
There really
my God.
isn't. Oh
I mean,
my
the-
gosh.
The cast, I respect the cast for other things that they've done.
Yeah.
And a lot of what I was noticing was just kind of like, oh, there's that person from Lost in Space, Battlestar Galactica, WKRP, Seinfeld, Saturday Night Live, like, oh, and Sonny Bono. Okay.
I like how you're doing like a promo for a TV special. You're like, oh, and Sonny Bono.
Oh,
Let's
hi
not
there.
forget
I
Sonny-
forgot you were there. Oh, hi, Mark.
Let's not forget Sonny Bono.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, just I was just perplexed the entire time at what I was watching, and I was trying to look for good points about the special effects, but I really got nothing.
Can I say something about the special effects for a second? Okay, I get it. It's 1986, and I know that John Carl Buechler is a great FX guy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see it in this movie, but that's 100% got to be budget, because I don't even think he had I don't even know if the budget was $1 million on this.
No.
So the fact that the trolls and all the stuff you see in all these apartments, they look like something you'd see on like animatronics on a carnival ride,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not trying to be mean about it, but the fact is they're not good. We get that. Now the trolls makeup, I
The
thought that
troll was
pretty
good. Yeah.
Yeah, Phil Fondacaro, who
Mhm.
plays the troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's been in a lot of the stuff that we've seen and loved. I think he's got, as far as his credits go, I think he's got Willow, Return of the Jedi.
He's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and I mean,
the troll
he
makeup
gets-
looked good.
Well, he gets my respect for
Absolutely.
what he had to go through with that makeup, because
Mhm.
one of the things that caught my attention about the special effects was the fact that it seemed like there were 2 or 3 expression heads for the troll.
Mhm.
There's that weird leering grin thing that he has when he's like, tilting his head Michael Myers style and watching Julia Louis-Dreyfus get naked. And then there's kind of growly face.
Mhm.
And I feel like there was one other that I have blocked out of my memory just out of sake for my sanity. But I get the impression that he probably had to change costumes a lot. And then there was a lot of demand to run around in this set in this costume and go through a bunch of changes. But yeah, I mean, like all the little creatures that were kind of running around in the background were kind of like rejected Boglin designs. They were just kind of like
Yeah.
spritzed with some Vaseline. They were just hard to look at, especially the one that was supposed to be a replica of Phil Fondacaro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was just weird. That just made me feel like, whoa, that's a little too much.
Yeah. It didn't work.
Well, yeah, like I said, we got a lot of respect for him because we even covered Invaders from Mars this
Mhm.
summer. He's in that. He went
Yep.
uncredited, but he was one of the aliens in that. Scott, I know you and I are big fans of the Black Cauldron.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Disney's Black Cauldron. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did the voice. He was one of the voices of the henchman in that.
Mhm.
So
Yep. I
you know,
recognize that.
lot of credits to this guy. Like he's one of those guys where you've never seen him, but you've seen him in makeup.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's one thing I thought was cool. He gets the opportunity to play him. Well, not to play himself, but he gets to play. He does double duty. He's playing the troll, and he also plays a character named Malcolm Mallory,
Yep.
who's
The
an
professor.
English professor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to put this in my didn't like it category because it makes no sense that a grown man, would take an invitation from a 9-year-old to come to dinner
Yeah. Yeah. That was
without
super
talking
weird.
without talking to the parents, and shows up with a bottle of wine. He's drinking gin and tonics from Mr. Dance Fever, Michael Moriarty.
Mess.
The whole scene,
It's a mess.
yeah, the whole scene was a mess, and it definitely felt forced when the little girl, she's like wants him to recite something. He recites something, that's ridiculous. Like he talks for like 5 minutes. No one remembers that stuff. Like, come on.
No.
No.
It was already awkward enough. You're going to do
It was
reading
awkward
to him?
enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. And it's just, the joke really didn't land. It was kind of tasteless how, the parents think, her little friend that's coming over for dinner is, another little girl or another, a kid.
Right.
And, so she greets him the mom greets him at the door with a glass of chocolate milk, and he's got a bottle of wine. He's like, hey,
Hey.
I don't know. Dave, I didn't mean to jump in front of all the things that you like about Troll, but with a dislike. But what do you got, Dave? What's some stuff that you enjoyed about the movie? I'll say one more thing. One more thing, just because Scott already brought it up. We were talking about special effects, and this is kind of I mean it as a compliment, but then I understand it's not. The character, the Eunice character, because we see her as the old woman, and then at the end we see her as she's young and foxy, and I thought, damn, Beekler's special effect, the makeup here is on point, because she didn't even look, I couldn't even tell that, I thought it was a real old woman, and clearly she wasn't. And the truth of the matter is June Lockhart's daughter, Anne Lockhart, plays the young Eunice at the end of the movie.
Yep.
They just look that much alike. So I thought it was good special effects, and then I realized it wasn't. It's just good it's just good genes, I guess. So,
Some best special effects.
Yeah.
yeah. Dave, what do you got? What'd you love about Troll?
Well, you just blocked me because that's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh,
that's
you
the
can jump
only
in
thing
on
I liked was that Anne Lockhart played the younger of her mother. I thought that was really nice.
I didn't mean to step on your wand there.
So way to block me. Thank you.
I figured you had plenty,
No, not at all. I couldn't.
Jeff just walks up with his little ring and pops your balloon.
It pops my balloon. Yeah, I mean, come on, Jeff. But I mean, I couldn't find anything I tried to even like the music, and I couldn't like the music. I mean, like when they did the song and all the trolls and stuff were getting in on the song.
What the hell's going on there?
I don't know. I just couldn't do it.
I wanna find it just so I can hear it. I just want to get what the lyrics are. Maybe it's good.
Well, and nothing brings out the bad parts of the special effects like having the things try to chant something and sing along.
They can't really talk. Yeah.
Why?
They're
Why do
mumbling
this?
and I don't get it. I don't get it. And what you should, the first thing you should know is when you're making a movie is when you first pitch the idea to Roger Corman and he says, no, thanks. That might be your sign. Let's not make this movie.
Mhm.
If it's too much for Corman, just back away.
Let it go, man. Let it go. But other than that, I really don't have any other likes. I can't find anything.
Yeah. This felt like a very long movie to watch. I mean, we've watched some ones that feel like they were a little painful. This one seemed
Yeah.
to take forever.
And I feel bad for Noah Hathaway because he was amazing as Atreyu in the Neverending Story. But I mean, completely different realm of style of film for sure. You know, I think that's why the director even went after him, is because he liked his performance in Neverending Story and was able to get him for this role.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Neverending Story. What is that? 84, maybe.
I thought it was 85, but
He couldn't have aged that much, could he? I mean, because he looked a lot younger than Neverending Story.
Well, let's assume
84.
he hits okay, so let's assume he hits a growth spurt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, physically, he looks a couple years older than he did in the Neverending Story.
Oh, yeah.
And somehow, if you put Atreyu up against Harry Potter Jr., Harry Potter Jr. is getting his ass kicked. Like Atreyu, I don't understand how this kid can play such a badass in the Neverending Story, and then he becomes this weak, 14-year-old who's getting bullied by he doesn't know that the little girl's actually a troll. He's just letting his 9-year-old little sister bully him around, push him around.
Right.
She throws him a beating once or twice in this movie, and all he wants to do is, cover up under, crawl under the covers and watch his little TV. I expected more from Noah Hathaway. I guess this is what I'm saying.
It's all I could work with, I guess.
I guess so.
Well, and he's always watching those black and white, really old black and white shows.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the 80s. And that's what this teenager is watching.
What was he watching anyway? Does anybody know?
I looked and couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, because every time they'd cut back, it was like a different animal was something from Mars that was a pod person or pod something, and that's what led him into believe his sister might be an alien.
Right.
I can tell you the only thing. I mean, we were all kids in 1986. I think if I watched any black and white movies, it was either Psycho or the beginning of Wizard of Oz. If I was watching movies, they were monster movies and they were in color.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Tales from the Dark Side, we had Elvira's Movie Macabre. We had some fun stuff. I don't know what this kid's watching.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the Universals, the old black and white.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely the Universal monster movies, and the Abbott Costello meet the Frank. Yeah, those. But this kid's watching he's watching the equivalent of Troll from 1956 is what he's doing.
Right. So, I mean, it's a kid who is in Battlestar Galactica. It's a kid who admits a couple of times to being a big fan of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like he's not going to go watching, the thing from outer space or whatever that is.
Yeah. Yeah. He admits at the beginning of the movie, hey, can you watch your sister? I'd rather watch Star Trek. Well,
yeah.
When it comes to Troll, Noah Hathaway, so would we. So would we.
Very much.
Let's guys, before this place, before we get captured by the troll or this studio gets engulfed in, fairyland foliage, let's magically whisk ourselves away to the 86 breakdown. All right. I am not going to ask you if this is the best movie of 1986 because it's not. But this movie, we got a young kid battling a lot of little trolls, and I'm going to ask you, since we were all together a while back on a similar little creature feature. Scott, best little creature feature of 1986. Is it Troll or is it Critters?
Critters all day.
Critters
all day. Yeah. I mean, it had a lot. It knew what movie it was trying to be. Had a lot more momentum, a lot more interest, significantly fewer annoying characters, and just better special effects. I mean, hands down.
Dave, I assume you concur?
This is such a tough one, Jeff. I really need to stop and think about this one, meditate on it. No, absolutely Critters.
Absolutely Critters. Okay. Scott, let's talk prequel, sequel, remake. If someone gifts you or curses you, maybe, with the rights to the Troll franchise, what are you gonna do with it?
Sit on it until it dies.
Burn it.
Honestly,
Burn it.
I would just burn it. Like, I wouldn't do a prequel because then you'd have to get into like, the land of yore and fairyland and all this other kind of stuff. I just a sequel, they've already tried to do a few. They tried to do a remake recently, honestly, and it didn't take. But
I wonder why.
There's kind of a confusing lineage with this. So there's the best worst movie ever, Troll 2, is not actually a sequel to this movie, which I found really weird. Like there's a Troll 2, there's Troll 3, The Crawlers, all these movies that are linked to this movie but have nothing to do with it. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It seems like people have tried to do things with this movie and it just doesn't take. I cannot think of anything that I'd want to do with this at all. None of the above.
But you're saying that they made a couple sequels. They have nothing to do with it. So is it a situation where you got a crummy film or a film that it's not getting a lot of buzz, so they slap a different title on it just to?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, okay. Because that's Hollywood's notorious for that.
Yeah.
We talked about that beginning of the month when we did Night of the Creeps. We talked about how there was a sequel, another movie that they just called, like overseas, they called Night of the Creeps 2 just to try and get people in the audience, to watch it. So,
yeah, I just can't imagine, like, if you're gonna tie your movie to anything, you're gonna tie it to this one. Like, that's gonna pull people in. Wait, is Sonny Bono back? Hold on.
Yeah. Woo.
Well, again, let's be fair to Mr. Beekler. Budget was like it's estimated between 700,000 and $1 million, right?
Yeah.
And it actually made 5.
How?
So for all intents and purposes, this is a hit. This is
Was that a question mark I just heard? This is a hit.
This it was a success. You have to give it that, though. I mean,
yeah, you do.
We might not like it, but
it's got a cult following now. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I need. I know this is a dangerous statement, but I need to watch it again because I feel like there's a drinking game in this film, and I think if you could do something with Harry Potter and drinking game and Troll, we got something going here. Because
all right.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
how if you're Warner Brothers and you're if you're in the Harry Potter franchise, how bugged are you that this movie, is forever tied to what you did?
Well, I heard when the lawsuit came out that she just laughed at it and she was like, that is absolutely ridiculous. No, that's not what happened.
Well, let's be fair though. I mean, he creates a story because Beekler wrote this also.
Right.
He wrote a movie about a character named Harry Potter, in a magical world. It's a magical movie. It's filled with witches and trolls and fairies and all this other fantasy stuff. And he did that. This is 1986. There was no Harry Potter. So for her to say, it all just came up out of the, popped into my mind. I don't know, JK. I don't know. All right, Dave. Sequel, prequel, remake. What do you, and I'm putting you on the spot here because Scott chooses to do nothing with it. You must do something with it.
That's fine. Well, Scott mentioned that they did try to do a remake back in 2007. It was actually going to be a big budget, family friendly remake with Noah Hathaway returning.
Oh, what happened to that?
But it fell through. In 2011, it was supposed to be a sequel. Again, Hathaway and Lockhart and Phil were coming back, but it fell through. And this is the funny part. It morphed into an animated prequel titled Troll: The Rise of Harry Potter Jr.
No, come on, you're making that up.
No, I'm not. But
it
fell through too. And it didn't come to fruition, so it didn't exist. Nothing came to fruition. But for me, I would like to burn it like Scott, but I'm going to give you what I would probably do with the property if I owned it. I would remake it. But I would clearly rewrite the entire thing, and I would get away from the apartment. I would actually have the family like getting a farm. They inherit a farm. And,
critters.
Well, I know that. But they move
power
out.
Of the night.
Yeah. But a lot of character development needs to be done. Let's care about these characters. Let's not have the little girl turn into a troll that fast. so that we can get to know her first before that happens, and take it down more of a horror path so you know what it is, not a mixture. I mean, you can still have a little bit of comedy in there, but the film needs to know what it is, and the audience needs to know what it is. So I would rather take it down the horror path.
But Dave, I'm with you. I say give us a proper remake, and especially if you're telling me that Noah Hathaway, Phil Fondacaro, and Anne Lockhart are all wanting to come back and be involved. Heck yeah, man, let's do it. And any chance at redemption, could we get Julia Louis-Dreyfus to come back as the
good luck
the old woman, the witch? Put some makeup on her, make her look mean and creepy, and let her play the older Eunice St. Clair this time.
Hasn't this movie done enough to her?
all right. I just thought it'd be kind of cool. Scott, let's talk Nintendo Face Off, because I've got what I feel is the winning answer, but I'm going to talk to you and Dave first. What do you got for me, Scott?
You probably do have the winning answer. I would probably play with so I'd invite Harry Potter Jr. over. I feel like this kid's had kind of a rough ride. And we're going to play Gargoyles Quest 2.
Okay.
Since we're talking about a series that can't get its sequels straight and can't figure out what to do. Gargoyles Quest 2, which is apparently a prequel to Gargoyles Quest. So I'm not exactly sure how 2 comes before 1, but whatever. It was this flying, wall-crawling cousin to games like Ghosts and Goblins, which I had a relation to, and Castlevania. So it was kind of like this Mario thing where you'd have this gargoyle you could kind of flap around with, and if you attach to a wall, kind of Ninja Gaiden style, you could kind of climb up the walls and fly around. I don't know. I mean, it's fun for a while. It's not a classic like those others, so it has a lot in common with Troll.
Okay, good call. Dave, you're going to invite one character from this movie over for an afternoon of playing the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Who are you inviting over, and what game are you going to play?
I'm sorry, I'm breaking the rules on this one. I'm inviting 2 characters, not just one. I'm inviting 2. Sorry.
Cheat.
I'm pulling Scott Hoffman here.
Do it.
I am bringing Harry Jr. and I'm going to bring Eunice with him, and we're actually, the 3 of us are going to work our way through The Legend of Zelda together.
Well.
Which ain't that something?
Which Eunice are you talking about? Because we got 2.
I am talking to young Eunice, Mr. Johnson.
Okay. Well, you better send an invitation my way, because I also am playing The Legend of Zelda with the young Eunice St. Clair. I mean, this is the go-to answer, right? Because Legend of Zelda is all about a young warrior helping a princess fight off an evil, evil guy that wants to just make the whole world darkness, and that's exactly Troll's script is The Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
It's I don't know. I saw that as I'm watching. I was like, this is Legend of Zelda. Like, I knew halfway through. I was like, I'm playing Legend of Zelda.
I did too. We get to this, so. I did too.
All right. Well, yeah. And Dave, I get to sit next to Anne Lockhart. Sorry.
He gets that beanbag.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, guys. I want to thank you for watching Troll. First off,
for going.
I also want to point out that the reason the 3 of us had to watch this movie is entirely your fault.
Oh, is it?
Because months ago, when we were planning this out, I had the idea, hey, let's talk about Psycho 3, and everyone kind of turned their nose up at Anthony Perkins. And I said, okay, well, there's Troll, never seen that. We could try that out.
Punishment.
Okay. Well, Troll. Let's. We knew what we'd be getting with Psycho 3. We chose the mystery box, Dave,
and we failed miserably.
And we failed. So, all right. But listeners, hopefully you have not failed. If you have failed to see Troll, it is streaming free right now on Pluto and Tubi. Those are some awesome apps. If you haven't downloaded them yet on your phone or your TV, uncut movies, but they're, you get a couple ad breaks, and maybe with something like Troll, you look forward to the ad breaks. But
Oh yeah.
no, if you want to have some fun, check it out. It's a bad movie. It's not the worst movie we've ever seen, but and Dave did say he'd watch it again. So,
I wouldn't. Yeah.
call-
Sadly, I did.
call-
I'll admit it.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, guys, thanks for joining me. Next week, we'll be talking about Peter Jackson and his very cool. Is it a horror film? Is it a comedy? Is it both? Talking about the Frighteners. So come back
Nice.
next week, and we'll see you then.
All right. Enjoy your rat burgers, everybody.